M. Fletcher Brown with another artist video blog, kicks96country.com. Our guest today, all the way from Nashville, Tennessee, by way of the great state of Minnesota. Please welcome for the very first time at Kicks 96, Sydney Hansen. How are you, Sydney?
Good, how are you?
Well, we're glad to have you down here all the way from the Great White North.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we were talking a little bit about what winters can be like in Minnesota.
Horrible.
So now Duluth is actually, as cities go in Minnesota, it's actually considered a major city there.
Yeah.
So now, did you grow up in the city proper, or just like on
Yeah.
the outskirts?
Yep, right in Duluth.
Right in Duluth?
Yeah, right on the tip of Lake Superior, yeah.
Oh wow, Lake Superior. See, I'm from the Midwest, and Lake Superior, it's a pretty big place. I mean, I was actually born not far from Lake Superior on the Michigan side of the lake. So, well, talk to us a little bit about your history with music, country music specifically, and growing up in a place like Duluth.
Yeah, I mean, all my experiences from Duluth and growing up, like going to the lake all the time, having fires with my friends, and just hanging out, that all goes into my writing. And yeah, just growing up there's actually a lot of inspiring places to write about and stuff like that, and obviously writing about some heartbreak.
Well, you see,
There too, yeah.
well, the thing is, it's like, people think that, the southern U.S. is the only place people go out and
Right.
get by lakes and tailgate and do all that
No.
fun, fall in love and get their heart broken. That
Right.
can pretty much happen anywhere.
Yeah.
All right. So, how long have you been songwriting?
I've been songwriting for, I'd say since I was 14. I'm 20 now, so quite a while. I started taking it seriously around then. And then, yeah, just went down to Nashville, started traveling back and forth, and then finally made the move down there this last fall. So I've been loving it down there for sure.
Yeah, well, you got to Nashville and you fell into some pretty big company. I mean,
Yeah,
there,
it's been great.
a name like Kent Wells, associating with your current project, it's like, how did you make that connection?
My manager at the time connected us, but yeah, he's just taken me under his wing. He's really the best. He's just a genuine guy that has a lot of credit for sure with Dolly and stuff. So yeah, it's been really amazing.
Well, now if you follow Sydney on her social media, you see she's on her radio tour right now. All right, and there's some pictures from a year or so back. She met Dolly and whatnot. Some really interesting things are going on.
Yeah.
Now the project that Kent's working with you on now, is that album complete, or are you still working on tracks?
We're just working on singles as of now, but I also have stuff that we've recorded in the past just sitting there. So I'm hoping to get an album put together soon here.
Okay.
My first EP. So
Yeah. Well, you had a couple, 3 or 4 songs released
yeah,
here.
I've had a couple singles, but yeah.
All right. Well, let's talk about the current one. You or the whiskey? All right. Now, is that pretty self-explanatory, or is there something deeper that I was listening to the song actually just before they got here. It's beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
All right. Your vocals are right on. I think Kent's doing great work with you. He obviously has his ear on you, and it's a great mix. But talk to us about writing that song. What's it about?
Yeah, I wrote this one with Corey Lee Barker. It was a co-write. Sometimes I write on my own, sometimes I write with other people, but yeah, I love Corey, and we just wanted to write about love and whiskey, and the mixture of the two can cause some confusion between if it's actually love or if it's just a good time, basically.
Oh, so it's one of those. Is this you or the whiskey
Right.
I'm feeling right now?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. We've all been there. I did college.
It's
I
kind of
know.
relatable.
Yeah, it's really super relatable. Is you mentioned that sometimes you write solo and sometimes you write with co-writes, and being in Nashville, have you had a chance to write with somebody who's maybe written a favorite song that you're like, wow, I can't believe I'm having this moment?
Yeah, I've written with mostly guys, honestly.
Oh wow.
I love, yeah, I don't know, just Bill DeLuigi, Corey Lee Barker. They've written a lot of songs with a lot of people. I don't know their credentials exactly, but they've written some. I know Corey writes Christmas songs, actually. He's called the Christmas guy. I don't know. So he actually wrote a Christmas song that's coming out
Okay.
for Christmas. But yeah, I don't know. I've had a lot of writers down there that are insanely talented that I just love bouncing ideas back and forth between us, and we come up with some cool stuff. So.
All right. So now there's a lot of, you said you mostly write with guys, but there's a lot of really, really, really talented women songwriters in Nashville. Are you maybe looking for your for lack of a better term, girl anthem, maybe? Maybe you've already got it and you need like.
I've written with girls too, and I feel like that's what always happens when you get together
Well,
with
I think
girls, yeah.
And I think honestly, do not underestimate just how well those songs can connect with your
Yeah.
male fans. All right, I think I do. I think guys can hear a girl anthem and kind of get that
Yeah.
because we all have our bro anthems. We know we
Right.
do. So it's not like we can't understand that.
Right.
And it's kind of a cheat sheet. It gives us a little bit of insight into how you think. I'm going to say
You
that.
might need that sometimes.
You absolutely do. Sydney Hansen is our guest all the way from Nashville by way of Duluth, Minnesota. We welcome you to Country Radio.
Thank you so
And if folks out there are listening to your story and they're thinking, I want to know this person, I want to hear more of her music and learn everything I can about her, where do they look for you online?
You can find me at Sydney Hansen Official everywhere, and I'm on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, Instagram, all that good stuff.
Yeah,
so.
she's got the social media rocking, so go find her online, okay? And look for a live performance of her right here in the Kicks 96 studios, elsewhere on our YouTube channel. And Sydney, thanks for coming to visit us.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Hopefully you'll get to come back soon and bring Kent Wells with if you want
Oh,
to.
yeah.
I just want to shake his hand and tell him thank you for Dolly. I just
That would be great.
want to do that. We'll see you next time on another artist video blog, kicks96country.com.
Was it you or the whiskey? 'Cause boy, since you kissed me, I've been floating on the next level high. Is it your loving?